Let's try to. I think my mic was not working and it's not able to figure it out. But sorry, I'm back. So let's see if we can figure out these test cases. What can be the problem? This seems like something we're missing out, and the problem is I'm not getting the test cases which are showing. I don't know what's the point of hiding the test cases when you're asking it for problem solving. Like, it just wastes my time as well as others. Just figure out what can be the test cases. And I can put a print statement, or what's the point? I don't think it will be giving me. Uh, it says just put a log statement to figure out, but how does that help? I don't know. Like whether I'll be getting the details. And let's see. Let's see if I can do that and find out something. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's see. Hopefully we'll get something. 11, 13, I think. Wow, awesome. So this says we'll get uh, like we'll get, if we put a debug log, they say that we'll get the detail, and here I am putting the console log and still not getting anything. And except the first few test cases and don't find anything coming in, so I don't know I'll be able to find the details for that or not. I'll try once more to see if there's something which I can figure it out from this. Let's see the solution and see. The first line contains an integer, the number of days. If n greater than 0, the next line contains an integer representing response times. Fine. If n is equal, the second line is omitted or empty. Fine, that's completely okay. And there's nothing like get a positive integer, so this is all positive. So but the one will be a negative, that is not the element that is strictly greater than the average of all previous element. Skip the first element. Is it okay? Skip the first element is only for first, right? Everyone. So first element in no previous days, so skip. We are skipping that. So we are not taking that first and identity itself. So if value is, so we are saying if value is 0, not equal to 0, then only we are starting with what we need. So in that case, this will not go and it will come 0, it will come out, then it will go next and next and next. If value is 0, then nothing is coming. If value is 1, coming. So for this it doesn't matter, because anyways it has to just reject the first one. So that is fine. And then we are doing the value, we are doing a result plus we are doing a value plus 1. So that means if we are iterating on the 0th element, we are doing a sum of 1. Then if we are iterating on this element, we are anyways on the first element. So when we are doing on 100, we are skipping. When we are doing on 100, value will be 0, so we are skipping. When we are doing on 200, value will be 1, and we are going here and it is 1 value plus 1, so it will be 2. So we are doing 2, and then divided by 100 is 50, so this is there and it will become 1. Then we go next here and we are doing 150. That time the value will be 2, so we will be making, so this time the value will be, then we are going on this, is it this one? So when the value is 2, okay, when we are on 150th element, oh shit, I think that can be the problem. Sorry, I think that is the issue. So the dry run may help here. No, 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 no. We did it wrong, we did it wrong. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So response time of value. So in case of the this element, the value will be 2, and then the value will be 2, so we'll be taking 150. Some will be some will be here, some will be 120. Let's do a console here. Control I. Let's take this, and I'll do this for the trident. Let's do some printing as well. So we'll print the sum and we'll see what is the problem here. At least for our mock elements, this should not be the problem. So let's see that sum is here. Then now let's go for the right. So let's take this itself and see what happens. Run code. So yeah, so first 100, then 100 to 100. Sorry, this needs a 4 also. Now run code. So now first is 100, fine. Then 100 plus 200 is 300. Then 300 plus this 50. Then this 450. Okay. Here how it is done. So if you see this example, first is 100, average 100, this is 200. First is 100, 0. Second is 100. So for that, well, came 100. Let's do the standard. Okay. Now at least we'll have this value, and I'll have one more. Sorry, but I need to add some debuggers to figure it out what's going wrong here. First is 100, 100, 0, that's fine. When it is second, it is 300. So why do we need this one? So okay, first is 100, so this response value is 100, this is 0, then this is 300, which is day 0, day 0 is not 0, so nothing. Date 1, 200, that's because day 0 when it is 200 spec, this should become 100. Why it is becoming 200? So first value is this sum. Second, first time the value is 100. When it is at second, oh, I think this is the problem. I think, and then this should become value. Run code. So that will become this here, then this enter. Let's put take this here. Let's keep this here. So now we don't need this also because yeah, again this. Then we should do this. Now I think we should be having a bit clear stuff. So 0 first में 0 100 0 ठीक है 100 200 0. This is now 1. This is first is what sum, right? So sum is 300 and 300, and this is 151. Then this is 450, then 300 and 2. This should be fine. Now I think if I just comment this out, if I remove this and I submit, I should give the proper response. Again, no way. Why? Now what is the problem? Okay, man. And so what is now? What is the issue? Value 1 is working. This is working. Now what can go wrong here? So if the previous element, skip the first element, give the output that's happening. The first one contains an integer, the number of days, and is greater than 0. If n is greater than 0, if an integer responding this, okay, fine, that's fine. Here 4 is the length of the default element on each line. Constraint 0 response time the length. 0. So this is the one. So what should be the issue now? So if I see this is the file, this is fine. The value will be as it is what was given. Code. Zero. So out of 15 we were able to pass this. Only 3 test cases are pending, which we're getting what kind of the problem here. Let's try one more time. What can go wrong here? Think through. It's response time, and this is the one. can be one. If we have too high integer, that can be, that can make a problem. I see here it's always int. In this case, if I have to make it long, that was the issue. Finally, we are able to submit it. So happy. So the issue was that this was the this was the trick that made it. So here it says it number length, the length of the integer can be anything, it can be larger number. So since when they were passing the larger number, the test cases was failing. So what I did was I made it long and then it is passing. So finally, if I submit the code now, I can see all my tests passing. That's all from this. We're able to submit the first one. Let's try to solve the next one in the next call, that is mostly today at around 11. We'll be connecting, we'll be solving these two problems, and I promise I'll be quicker in the next session. That's all for this session. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.